Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? There's nothing too good for a girl that's so true. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? I bought you a fur coat for Christmas, a diamond ring, a Cadillac car, and everything. Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you?
Greetings, Music Elements campers, and welcome to another session of MUS 100 Music Elements. I'm very happy to have you join this semester. A couple of things we need to get settled right away. I am your host, Dr. Hendrickson. You can call me Dr. H. Everybody does. I don't go by Tim. I don't go by Mr. H. I go by Dr. H. So kind of old school of me, I know, but that's how I roll. So when you address me in emails and so forth, just say, hey, Dr. H, and that will be great. So a little bit about this course. Essentially, this course is an elementary music theory course, introductory music theory course. And it's designed to focus primarily on the following musical elements, such as the keyboard and notes and note names or pitches, rhythm and meter, major scales and key signatures, and something called modes, which we're going to learn about, and intervals, and something called minor scales, which we're also going to learn about. So all of those things may sound a little bit of daunting to you right now, but once you get the hang of it, it'll be a breeze, it'll be a snap. Required materials: you are going to need to purchase an online textbook access code card, and you can do this through the Delta College bookstore, or you may do this directly from the publisher, and I'm going to be sending you instructions on how to do both. Just understand that all of the assignments, readings, worksheets, quizzes, and exams, all of those things are on that online text, so you cannot successfully complete this course without it. You must have the online text. Once you purchase that access code card, you have to register it, and there'll be steps on that card once you purchase it on how to do that. So it's pretty straightforward. Once you have registered your online textbook access code, you won't ever have to do it again. All you got to do is click on the link and you'll be brought right to the online text. Let's talk a little bit about the syllabus. You know, you can read the syllabus for yourself, but let's talk a little bit about attendance, okay, and grading. First of all, this is an all online course. So we don't physically meet at all, right? And we don't virtually meet at all. This is all on you. So your participation is up to you. How much you put into it is up to you. And how frequently you log on and complete assignments is up to you. There is a schedule for you to follow, and you should complete the assignments by their due dates. But just understand, there is no set scheduled time that we meet as a class. However, you will be submitting your weekly attendance. This is all on your own. And here's how you do that. You will go to the activities tab on our e-learning site and scroll down to quizzes. And you will see there are quizzes, 8 of them, and each of them have to do with weekly attendance, week 1 attendance, week 2 attendance, and so forth. All you have to do is click on the correct answer for each quiz, which is I'm here. And your attendance will be automatically recorded. If you have difficulty finding this, just let me know. I should mention there's only one submission allowed per week, and you have the entire week to submit. I encourage you to try to get it done as quickly as possible, just so you can say, hey, I was here. That helps me record your attendance. Please keep in mind that this is an 8-week concentrated course. This is not like the regular 16 to 18 week courses that we have in fall and winter semesters. So, we're going to be we're going to have to cram a lot of info into this 8-week session. I would think of it as us meeting like twice a week. We're not, but kind of think of it that way, and that's going to be a good way to look at it. Remember that you have to complete all of the assignments within the specified time frame. So you're going to be wanting to check out really quickly something called the detailed course calendar. And on the detailed course calendar, you will see that all of the assignments, all of the readings, all of the other materials, worksheets, exams, quizzes, and so forth are listed there with start dates and end dates. Now, it's important for you to remember that these are date ranges, okay? So you don't have to get everything done on the start date, and you don't necessarily have to get everything done on the end date. You have that entire time to complete the work. And in most cases, the sections have 2 weeks to complete. You might have 2 sections, in fact, you will have 2 sections crammed into 1 2-week period, but that should give you plenty of time. Just remember, again, we're not under that lengthy time frame of 16 weeks. We have only 8 weeks, so it's important that you get to move on this as quickly as possible. But in most cases, each of the sections you have 2 weeks to complete them in. Grading is fairly simple. Your grade is solely dependent upon the amount of effort that you put in. It's important that you understand, if you participate in the discussion topics, if you do the work, if you apply yourself, you make an attempt, you're going to make an A, okay? It's really hard to fail one of my courses. It's possible, but you got to work at it. I encourage you to take the easy route and get an A. Do the work. Just complete the assignments. Do the best you can. Understand that I grade on effort and participation every bit as much as I do correct answers and good test scores. So if you are engaged in this course, if you are actively communicating with me, if you are participating in the online discussion topics, if you are completing the assignments, you're going to make an A, all right? Even if you don't do well, even if you don't do well on test scores and so forth, that doesn't mean you failed the course. Now, I will contact you if I see that you're kind of lagging behind, or that your homework assignments or your worksheets or your quiz scores are kind of on the low side. If I see that you're struggling, I will contact you. Doesn't mean you're failing. It just means I'm noticing that you are sort of lagging behind, and it's my responsibility to bring you up to speed if it's at all possible, and to reach out to you and figure out what's going on. So if you're straightforward with me and you tell me what's up, what's going on, I will do everything within my power to help you out. But you have got to apply yourself, and you have got to engage yourself in the course. Grading is quite simple. Think about it this way: as a percentage, 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, and anything below 60%, right, is going to be an F. But as I said earlier, it is extraordinarily hard to fail one of my courses. You really got to work at it. How do you fail? Never contact me. Never do an assignment. Never log on. That's an easy way to get an F, okay? So please, just do the work. Your final grade will not be posted until the end of the semester. So your most accurate and up-to-date grade can be found on your online text. So understand, though, that that does not always reflect your actual grade. Remember, if you're sort of lagging behind, or if you're having some difficulties struggling, you might have some low test scores, or you might have some low scores on worksheets and so forth. That doesn't mean that that's what your final grade is. Remember, I grade on effort. I grade on participation. Every bit as much as I do good test scores, good worksheets, all of that. So please, don't panic if you feel like you're not doing well. The best thing you can do is get in touch with me if you have any questions. Now let's talk about that for a second, communicating with me. The best way to communicate with me is through email. Always. Especially this time of year in the summer months, I do not keep regular office hours at Delta. My office is on campus, S is in Sam 239 on the second floor of the S Wing. And you are welcome to drop by. But once again, I'm not there as often as I am during the regular school year. It's summer after all. So if you absolutely have to meet with me, certainly we can do that. We can work that out. We can meet together face to face in my office, or we could set up some sort of virtual meeting as well through Zoom if that becomes absolutely necessary. So there are options to you, but just understand, if you need to talk with me directly, the best way is through email. That's the quickest way. Something else to consider is that I do not respond to emails on the weekends. So if you email me after 5 p.m. on a Friday, you're not going to get a response from me until the following Monday. That's just the way things go, folks. Of course, if it's an emergency and I see that you're struggling, I will do everything within my power, if it's possible, to get back with you. But for the most part, I do not respond to emails on the weekend. So if you email me on a Saturday, you're not going to hear back from me until the following Monday. Okay. Once again, if at any time you have any questions about your grade or any aspect of the course that might be confusing to you or you need clarification on, absolutely contact me. I encourage you to do so. Now, a little bit more about that detailed course calendar. I really encourage you to take a close look at it and keep in mind that the start date and the end date of these sections are date ranges for you to complete the assignments. Okay, so that's sort of a bonus for you. That's 2 weeks per section, in some cases per 2 sections, to get the assignments done. So take advantage of the time. Don't wait until the last minute to complete a section. For example, the first 2 sections, the keyboard and the staff. These are 2 sections, sections 1 and 2. They begin on Monday, May 6th, but they don't end until Saturday, May 18th at 11:59 p.m. So you've got quite a bit of time to actually digest this information, take a look at it, complete the assignments, complete the worksheets and so forth, and any quizzes that might be associated with those 2 sections. The next thing that you're going to want to take a look at are the discussion topics. The discussion topics, there'll be 2 or 3 of these for you to consider and take part in. These are the only assignments that are not on your online text outside of the weekly attendance things that you're going to do. But you'll complete these discussion topics on our e-learning or D2L site. And then there's going to be a composition project. Yes, you are going to compose a melody all on your own. and I'm going to give you the tools to do that, as well as the elements that we're going to be learning about on this in this course. Will help you put those things together. But you're going to compose a short melody on your own, and we'll talk more about this later on. So I realize without that textbook, there's not much that you can do right now. So that is one of the first things you should get on, is get that online textbook. Once again, you can purchase it at Delta College, although we're talking about an online textbook access code card. And I don't know how many they have. We are using a new edition now, the 4th edition. So don't get the 3rd edition. Make sure you get the 4th edition. Again, you can buy them directly from the Delta bookstore, or you can purchase them directly from the publisher. And I will be sending these instructions out on how to do this through our email, but also on the homepage of our D2L site on the announcements page. So things you can do right now. Get that textbook access code card immediately, as soon as you can. Remember, you can't complete the course without it. You got to have it. You need to explore our e-learning D2L site. Take a look around it. See what's there. Take a look at what's going to be coming up. All of the sections are listed there. All of the 7 sections to this course. Take a close look at the detailed course calendar. Read through the syllabus. And then complete your first week's attendance check-in. Remember, we do that by going to the activities tab on our e-learning site. Scroll down to quizzes. Click on the quizzes and you'll see 8 quizzes there, 1 for each week of our 8-week semester. And then take part in our first discussion topic. This is where you tell us a little bit about yourself. Remember that you will need to subscribe to a topic before you can post something, okay? So I know this is short and sweet, but believe me, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun together. But I can't stress enough how important it is for you to be engaged in the class. It's sometimes very hard to do that virtually on an online class, but you've got to make the effort. If you put in the effort, you're going to make an A. If you at any time have questions about the course material or anything that you need clarified, email me right away, and I'll be happy to address those with you. I will be producing other vids that have to do directly with the material that we are going to be discussing. There's also short vids that have explanations on our online text, as well as many, many tools that will be available to you and resources that will be available to you. And we will discuss more of these on another time as well. So there you go. It's going to be a fun course. I hope you're going to enjoy it. I look forward to getting to meet each of you, if only through through email and virtually online. So take care. Have a wonderful summer, and let's make some great music together. Take care, folks.
I'm a sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will, you made your kill, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on a bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You've cooked my goose, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go, it's much worse when you're near. Here am I with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the doors and call me yours, 'cause you took advantage of me.